Wow, I didn't even realize I was recording, but it had started recording. Okay, everybody, I just wanted to drop a little video. I was out here in nature, and I was about to get ready to go ahead and cut uh, my property here, and I just had a few epiphanies that I came across uh, using the as above, so below theory. Let me see this one here, probably help y'all hear me better. Using as above, so below, so within, so without, and it helped me to come across some amazing information, and I wanted to go ahead and share that. Uh, I do hope I'm not all over the place. I just want to make sure it just is fluent and makes sense. If not, just go ahead and just dissect what you can while you can. I'm gonna make it real quick because I definitely want to get to my yard. I have a few other things that I want to get to today. Okay, so using like I said, as above, so below, so within, so without theory, I was looking at it and I was trying to figure out why certain things would be the most important things to this earth realm. I was listening to Rod Hayes, and he was explaining that the uh, the Big Ma spirit was the main spirit of the earth, the main functionings of the earth, the immune system of the earth. Um, the Big Ma spirit, and she's here to reclaim her land, and it got me to thinking, that may be right, that the black woman should be first, because she is uh, definitely strong, very much strength, because she's at the bottom of the totem pole and she's supposed to be at the top, so she definitely has a lot of strength, especially without her protectors really being woke enough to being in front of her and protecting her like we should. But we're getting back to that, and I'm gonna tell you how it's happening, and I'm gonna tie a lot of stuff together with why it's happening like that. But she's very important to this planet because she has a direct tie to the planet. First of all, if you look at it on uh, a cellular level, let's just look at it on a cellular level. You have what is called uh, a cell, okay? And on the inside of each cell, there is what you call a nucleus, which is the power of the cell. But it was the core of the cell, but is powered by what you call mitochondria, which you can say is the powerhouse of each cell. All right. So looking at that, within each cell there is DNA. Okay, and there's chromosomes with DNA. The woman has the strongest because she has the XX. We have the XY as males because so our one of our legs is taken off. So we're not the table. We're not the stability. We're only the protector, the spearhead, the front, to make sure she's protected. She's the table. She's the four legs. She's the XX. Okay, so that's initially why the woman should be in front, and she's the only thing on this planet that can, as a human, so that can replicate herself without taking everything from herself. A man can't do that. A male can't do that. The masculine can't do that. Only the feminine. And that's the same way with the earth. She can bring forth trees that can bear forth fruit and seeds that can replicate the tree itself. All right, so Mother Earth herself is a mother, just like the woman on Earth is a mother, because of the mitochondria that's powered in her to be able to replicate the DNA cells, or the DNA frequencies within the cells, powered by the mitochondria, and able to replicate that and bring forth herself with a mix of some a partner onto this earth, and he's meant to protect that. Okay, so that's why she should be at the front. The reason why the melanated woman should be at the front of everything is because the melanin is similar to the green that you see on the earth. Okay, and the skin of a melanin is similar to that. Okay, so the green on the earth covers the entire earth, and it absorbs the sun itself, and it releases oxygen, but it absorbs the sun through the magnesium. Now our melanin does the same thing. It absorbs the sun, but we release the opposite of what a tree or plant. We release carbon because we're iron based and they're more magnesium based. So we release different things here. We release a different byproduct of what we're taking in, and we give each other life, and we go back and forth with this, but we both absorb the sun. uh, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Okay, so on nature a little bit and let y'all just look at nature while we discuss that, because that help activate it. It's a lot of green. All right, so that's similar to the melanin or the skin. All right, and again, the more melanin that you have, the more you can absorb. The greener the grass is, the more, or the greener the product is, the plant, the more it can absorb and release oxygen. We release the carbon, the darker. All right, but we all work in balance with nature. So that's why the melanated woman is very important, because first of all, she's the table. Second of all, she's the skin, or the power of the earth. Okay, and she also helps the immune system, and she also helps control the weather, which the weather is simply your body sweating. The weather is your body, uh, the sun, the body heating up, which is a fever. Okay, uh, the land, the way the atmosphere and the plants interact, and the green around here. Okay, and this is a collection of me and my family. That's why everything around us, it used to be brown here, but it is a lot of green, and it's a lot more to it. I don't want to show everything that we have going on, but it's a lot more to it. uh, but the love frequency assists with that, and it assists with the melanin being powered through the metals, the main metals that we have, which is like gold and silver within our body. That's why some melanated people, when they take care of their body and they take care of their skin, they glow and radiate, just like this greenery out here is been taken care of and manicured, so it glows a bright radiated color because of the magnesium. We do the same thing because of the irons within our body. So I want to tie a few things now that we have the correlation of Mother Earth and the way the body is, and the way the melanated woman is directly correlated to the earth, and that's why she can control weather, she can control the land around her, she can make plants grow. She has a direct correlation to the earth. Okay, uh, one other thing that I do want to add, within the body there are also what you call white blood cells. Okay, now white blood cells are important because they do help the body fend off foreign invaders within the body. Okay, and they use different type of war tactics, such as chemical warfare, direct eating of whatever the infection is. They do serve an important function in killing anything that may invade the body. But sometimes the white blood cells can go too far, and they can become part of the infection because they think something is a foreign invader, when something is not a foreign invader, is actually a portion of the body. And sometimes white blood cells will attack those portions of the body, and sometimes those portions of the body will become extremely dark with the melanin to fend off or cut off that portion of the body so it can heal. And that's when you get your scabs, or your bruises, or anything that's just real dark on you. trying to come in and rebalance with the white blood cells, then went in and killed or invaded. Okay, so that's give you a lot of perspective on the body as well. And whenever those foreign invaders have completed their job and scattered all over, and then killed everything that they were supposed to kill as a foreign invader into the body, their job is to retreat and give the body back to homeostasis. But when the white blood cells do not retreat and continue to attack, you get what is called a fever. Okay, and that's your body all over attacking whatever the problem is as a whole unit. Okay, so as above, so below. The sun right now is the mitochondria of the earth body, and now the sun is trying to regulate. So it has caused a fever or climate change, what they call climate change. But this is a fever to eradicate the problem within the body, because the rightful owners of the body were not given back the body after the foreign invaders was already defeated. So the sun, as Kala said, is now separating us, giving us a fever so we can bring the body back to homeostasis, because it's going to activate those within the body who are supposed to bring back homeostasis to this planet. Okay, so that's very important, using the as above, so below, because you can get a perspective on a whole bunch of things around you, knowing certain astrologies, geologies, history. You got to put it together, folks. So you got to do the in-depth research on a lot of the things that they have here in order to crack the code on the information that's activated within your DNA. It's unwinding by the more information that you know, because you can understand. And the sun is truly, truly separating us, people. It is truly separating us, like Kala said, because it's activating those who are supposed to be running the body of the earth. And there's an infection within the body that must be eradicated. So the mitochondria is powering up the nucleus of the cell, which is the core of the earth, which is the internal core of the most stable creature on this planet, which is the black melanated woman. I hate to use black because we're not colors, we're not crayons, but the melanated woman. And she is trying to create stability, and she needs her protector to wake up, which is also the melanated man. Okay, to bring things back to homeostasis. All right, and everything within us is being activated by the sun, the portion in our DNA to take back over everything, to release us from our slumber, is back here, because we're out of surgery, folks. All right, they had their time to shine on this planet. They tried to bring everything to homeostasis themselves by creating an industry here on this land, and everything at that point was made here. But then they decided to sell a company to foreign entities, and it became a full-on industry company that, more than pumping out industry, is bringing in or consuming. And during that consumption, there was a imbalance in the economics that was created, where the wealth of the land was put in the hands of those who are currently the infection, and the disease infection has spread to all regions of the body, and that must be regulated through the mitochondria, which is our sun. So a lot of people are saying, the sun outside ain't the same sun it was when I was younger. Just because there wasn't this much imbalance when we were younger in the body. Because there was balance and homeostasis, and there wasn't that many people at the top. There was regulators. The mom and pops was the regulators, the hearts. They was the regulators. They regulated big business. They regulated big banks and all that because they had their mom and pop services to service the community. No one wanted to go to the big shops that charged all the money for it. And the industry decided that with certain acts that those mom and pop shops can be given an opportunity to become big business if they take the bait. But after they took the bait in the moms and pops and they become big business, they closed the gate. And they put acts in there to guard the gate. So no, the small community moms and pops stores that was the regulators of the big business was taken away. And it was put in the hands of the controlling body, which was the disease. And it was replicated. Oh, foreign invader invading the cells of the body or the land and not giving any type of resolution, insulin, or support for the land. Just taking. So now the body has a illness and a disease that must be fought. All right? And we know who the primary dogs in these fights are. Okay? And it's led with the heart, because the heart is what pumps out the blood cells. The blood cells is what runs the body and organizes the body. The red blood cells is the dominant ones. When they're out of balance or they're outside and they're oxidated, they're brown. But when they're in their wake state, they're not. They're glowing. They're beautiful reds and greens and golds and platinums. Okay, and that's the red blood cells that's provided by the heart. So when you come from your heart, you're producing fresh blood cells that's going to help balance out the body. That's what order needs to be given back to. That's why Rod Hayes was saying what he was saying. That order needs to be given back to the rulers of the body, so we can create homeostasis on the planet. So we no longer have to worry about the mitochondria heating up the nucleus to heal itself, or the sun getting hotter with no regulation, because there's no regulation here, because a lot of the heart of the baby of the world, this land here, the new leader of the world, is not running it correctly because it is ill. All right, so this land needs to be healed. Other lands will be healed accordingly, and the body of this world will heal, and it will radiate the correct colors and be full once again, because the righteous leaders will be in front. And that's what Rod Hayes is trying to tell everybody, is to wake up according to those laws that are given to us cosmically, brought down to us metaphysically, and then put into quantum physics. It goes deep. It is real deep. But everything is correlated. That's why the stars in the sky are so important, because the stars are other cell systems that are activated with the mitochondria of that cell or that portion of the body. And the body is the Milky Way galaxy. So, I mean, as above, so below, within the body, and the same thing. And you can connect a lot of different dots just using those theories. So that's just something that I wanted to put together. I hope it was fluent and everybody understand why what Rod Hayes is important, why the Ma Spirit is important, why we need to study their laws, because we need to find out the psyche of that man and why he writes everything within loopholes and why he made everything so top heavy with those laws. And you made it so top heavy, there's a copy on top of a copy on top of a copy. Now you can't even see what's on the page anymore. So that's the way the law system is. The education system is similar. It's a lot of things that need to break down in order for us to start fresh with a new copy, in order for everything to be running back efficiently so we can heal this planet. And I hope those people who think that they're in charge can continue running this planet like it is, because the planet is now conscious and her nucleus is fully activated. Why you think it's hot? Why you think the ice caps are melting? It's because the internal nucleus of the earth is being activated by the sun, the mitochondria, that's activating the internal core of the earth, that's heating up to eradicate the sickness and illness on this planet. She's healing herself from within on out. When you heal yourself on the inside first on out. Okay? And that's what's going on right now. The body is healing itself, and the black woman is important to that healing process, because the black woman is the replicator of the melanated source that absorbs the sun, that gives it energy to heal itself and create homeostasis on this planet to get the balance. And she replicates the cell that replicates that mission. And the man is the protector of that mission. But we got to stop thinking with that third leg on that second part of that chromosome. We got to stop thinking with that. That's why it's important for us to understand the feminine aspect. If you can understand phantom limbs. Sometimes if a person is deprived of a limb, especially at an early age, they learn how to deal with it, and it's almost like they have that limb available to them in a metaphysical form that you can't see. Okay, so our genes can be similar to that, because we can have phantom genes that can create. So if we are a male aspect that's missing that other part of that X factor, we can get a phantom X that's created through mitochondria, through certain activities that we do to create the feminine aspect within ourselves. And that's when you become powerful as a man, as a male, masculine, and then you understand your mission here. And then it will not be a problem, or you will not be prideful to put your woman first, because it's priority. Because she's the mission to heal the earth. All right, I just wanted to drop. Yeah, somebody just hacked me in my throat chakra real quick. But I just wanted to drop that. The spirit was really in me to move that. I hope everybody just enjoyed the scenery. I know I just kept it still, but if you was just looking into the skies, you may have seen some beautiful, important things that might activate you as well. Okay, so I thank everybody once again for tuning in. Again, I'm just now getting started, so I'm learning how to present the videos and the information I have. Is so much information that's jumbled in my head that I need to release, and I want to give it to as many people as I can, and I want to definitely just increase the amount of people that's listening. And I hope this thing was recording. I hope everybody was able to hear me clear. Again, this is Duran, the Chosen. Let me get to this yard, y'all. I want to go ahead and finish the rest of my yard. Thank y'all, and when everything start to gear up, like and subscribe and share, so we can get a lot of people onto these messages, because I'm about to drop a lot of different messages about a lot of different things that I receive, and I'm about to inform us how, as a collective, we need to get on the unity doctrine, where we all need to find the positive or the truth that we collectively agree upon in order to move forward, instead of trying to find the negative and the lies and disagreeing and debating. If we find the common problem, we can go ahead and find a common resolution, because collectively we all have the answer, because we all have a puzzle piece. I want to leave everybody with that. Again, Duran the Chosen. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.